Welcome to Simple and Clean, a Kingdom Hearts podcast. I'm Mayanna, Berrin.
And I'm Mischa, Stanton.
And we've got someone in the gummy ship with us today.
Gummy.
Yes. Hello, companion. Hello, third-party member.
Hello, friends. I'm Bex Taylor-Klaus.
Yeah.
Tell people.
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, I don't know. I am a lot of different things. I am a divine enigma. I am God's mistake. I am...
I disagree, but okay.
It's a line from a play I just read that I am absolutely obsessed with.
Wait, which play?
It's called Gottesfälle.
Ooh.
By William O'Neill II.
Oh.
It's really good. Gottesfälle literally means God's mistake.
I live.
It's really, really, really trippy, and I love it. But that's not the point right now.
No, I'm also back on my Amadeus bullshit. So
Yes.
I'm in my God era.
God.
But yes, oh my gosh, Bex is a fellow collaborator of ours on our other show, The Wandering Path, and also a nerd and gaming person.
Yeah, I'm a geek.
Yeah.
I was going to say I'm really, really, really cool. No, I'm a geek.
Yeah, we spent all day yesterday playing board games together.
Including Magic the Gathering.
Hell yeah.
And also, like, my favorite part is, we've been making The Wandering Path for a couple of years, and you have been playing Cloud Strife.
I have been playing Cloud Strife.
Which is funny because you've never played a Final Fantasy.
Which
right?
makes, I've never played a Final Fantasy, and I think it's the funniest thing ever that I accidentally decided that I'm playing Cloud Strife.
That's so
It's
crazy. I always forget that. Have you played a Kingdom Hearts?
I have not.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, you might be
we
our first...
welcome all sorts on the podcast.
Thanks.
That said, you might be the first guest we've had on Simple and Clean that doesn't know about Kingdom Hearts, so this will be fun.
The only thing I know about Kingdom Hearts is what all of my friends have told me, and I forget things really easily, so they can tell me the same things over and over again. It's so great for them. They can just go on it. Mischa, can you just go on and on about what you love?
Bro, can I tell you about this podcast? It's called Simple and Clean.
Yeah.
We will
I
just
heard
keep
good things.
reiterating concepts until everyone gets it.
Yeah.
And someday I do believe everyone will.
That's the goal, is to actually have people get it by the time we're done.
I think they're starting to, though.
I think so.
I think people
it's
are
working.
starting. Yeah, I think it's working.
I'm into it so far. Listening to you two has made me want to play the game.
Hey,
we did it.
We did it. An endorsement on the pod versus David, who we're forcing to play the games.
Okay, so I guess my question is, like, as someone who's only experienced with the series, is that how do you feel about Kingdom Hearts?
Yeah.
I think it's the funniest thing on the planet.
Yeah.
I think that it is an amalgamation of all the things that we grew up with as children in the most strange, twisted, almost bastardized IP that I could ever imagine. It's so convoluted to a point that it's going to take you guys like 300 episodes to explain even one part of it.
Probably about 300, if not maybe more.
I was just thinking 300 episodes for part one.
Oh, hey!
Oh, well,
yeah.
They have to release part 2 first before we can talk about part 2.
And this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like it's you're vacationing in all your favorite movies.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. There was a creator I saw, usedbooks.yt, and they were talking about how the reason why, especially the first Kingdom Hearts game, is specifically impactful in certain ways is because it's all about transience, but it's also about nostalgia. Because at the time that they were making Kingdom Hearts 1, they didn't know if there was going to be more Kingdom Hearts. And so this could have been the only time that these worlds were explored, that these Disney movies were explored. And so there's this weird feeling of like excitement, but also mourning. And also you're like stepping into just specifically one part of each of these Disney stories and knowing you won't be able to stay through to the end on any of them. And they start on Destiny Islands, where the whole point from the jump is what this creator said too, is like they're always trying to leave. From the minute the game starts, they're trying to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, interesting.
I like that.
Yeah.
And well, that's something that I loved, like, as characters on a baseline, is like a character that's designed to do something and thrown into either thrown into doing something else or desperately wants to do something else.
A character in a zone of comfort, but they want something.
Yes.
Yes. Go off, Joe Campbell.
The hero man. Okay, so what are your like stereotypes / like what are your assumptions about Kingdom Hearts? What do you think Kingdom Hearts is?
I think Kingdom Hearts is jumping around portal to portal into different movies that I grew up with and having some objective that I can't quite understand that I'm constantly trying to meet.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You pretty much. Yeah, you pretty much nailed it.
And I'm super into that.
Instead of portals, it's a spaceship.
Yeah.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, you travel to the Disney worlds on a spaceship called the Gummy Ship.
Okay, question. Treasure Planet.
Not in there.
No.
Dang it.
I know.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
I know.
It would have. Yeah, we agree. We agree. So, what were some of the Disney movies besides the one we're going to be talking about today? Like, what were some of the other big Disney movies for you growing up?
Oh, man. Peter Pan was a huge one. Shocking absolutely no one.
Yeah, we are the same.
Peter Pan was a huge one. Lion King was formative. I ran through all of them.
Were you a Disney kid?
I was definitely Disney. Jungle Book was big.
Okay.
I had the VHS.
Yeah.
I had the old VCR and everything.
The VHS copies with the iconic, they look like books.
Yeah.
That whatever that like very specific type of plastic case was, it had such a texture.
With the white,
the likes of which we have not seen
crinkly
since. Yeah.
sound.
It lives in my mind rent free.
Did you have the Hercules plates from Burger King?
No, but I
did.
I had, not from Burger King, but I did have like a whole set of Lion King plates, like little plastic ones.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Those might have been painted with lead paint. You probably should.
Oh, they probably were. I'm probably going to die early, and that's fine. Because I at least got to eat off of Simba's face. What? I don't know.
Nah, hey, sometimes that's how it's got to be. So, Nightmare Before Christmas. Tell me about your feelings about Nightmare Before Christmas.
So, it's my favorite Christmas movie, aside from...
Amazing. Besides Die Hard?
Besides Die Hard and Gremlins.
No, hell yeah.
A great start for three Jews on a podcast. Really doing great.
I always thought
That's our next podcast.
Yes.
3 Jews on a podcast.
That's so fun. I honestly thought that it was just a Halloween movie, and then everyone was like, no, this is a Christmas movie featuring Halloween.
Yes.
And I was really confused about that.
Yeah.
And then I realized I can just watch it twice a year with nobody questioning me. It's great.
Exactly. You can pretty much watch it from October 1st through December 31st, and
much.
it's fine. Even during Thanksgiving, it's
And nobody can say anything about it.
No.
Yeah. Well, now I'll say we've watched it 50 times. Could we please put on Over the Garden Wall just once?
Yeah, just once. Honestly, and Over the Garden Wall. Okay, so
we put on 7 Nightmare Before Christmases, and in between you put on 1.
Yes,
Wait,
you
Over
can watch Nightmare Before Christmas from October 1st to October 31st. On November 1st, you have to watch Over the Garden Wall between November 1st and November 30th, or whatever many days are in November. And then in December 1st, you can watch Nightmare Before Christmas again.
Okay, but you have to
December
slide
31st.
Coraline in there
Why?
once you get to Halloween.
There's
Oh,
so
true,
many
true, true, true.
Halloween movies.
I know, but Coraline is so great.
This is the only one that made it into Kingdom Hearts.
Sorry.
That's
Okay,
so
moving
fair.
on.
No, you're good. You're good. But you're valid, and I see you, and I understand. Okay, would you describe for me the visual style based off of any images you've seen in your life of Kingdom Hearts? Like, what does it look like?
I am only picturing what's his face with the little key goblin.
Yeah.
I can't even remember his name. So it's
Sora. Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
I played Sora in Smash Brothers the other day.
Yeah,
great.
nice.
Heck
I wanted
yeah.
to see how the Keyblade worked.
Yeah.
Did you learn it?
It doesn't make sense to me. Why does it have a slashing thing? It looks like a bludgeoning tool.
Welcome to the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Don't get it.
Yeah, well, it's magic.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. But so Sora, he's like video game looking,
Yeah,
right?
very.
How do you think that goes in Nightmare Before Christmas?
I don't think it does. And I love that. I want to see this so bad.
I'm going to text you a picture of Sora's outfit
Oh my
my
goodness.
gosh.
in,
yeah.
in Kingdom Hearts.
Wait,
Where he goes
Well,
to-
and,
yeah.
and that's one of the best things about when Nightmare Before Christmas shows up in Kingdom Hearts is that Sora has a costume. Yeah. Great.
Wait, no. Oh, I love that. Why do I never see cosplayers doing this look?
You know, I think there was a time where it was really in vogue, and then Hell of a Boss came out, and it kind of sucked up all the air in the room.
it does have big hell of a boss energy.
Yeah, it
They've
really
got
does.
little fangs,
The little fangs, the one eye.
the little wings.
Yeah, Sora. So because it's such a distinctive art style, it would feel especially jarring for Sora to look like Sora in Nightmare Before Christmas Land.
Yeah.
And so they get Burdenified
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is the only world in Kingdom Hearts based off of a stop motion animation movie.
It's true. All of the other worlds are up until you get to Pirates of the Caribbean, which we'll get to later. That's a different one.
That's another one that is like, that's on my list of, I am obsessed with these movies. I think they're some of the greatest movies ever written. There's not a wasted moment in time
100%.
in the entire series.
They're tight as Elizabeth's corset.
Yes.
But Nightmare Before Christmas is the only animated film in Kingdom Hearts 1 up until we get to like Pirates of the Caribbean and Kingdom Hearts 2 that's based on a non-2D animated property.
Interesting.
Right. And actually, Kingdom Hearts is what clued me into the fact that Nightmare Before Christmas is a Disney movie.
Oh.
Like when I was a kid, I didn't consider this a Disney movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, yeah. I think Disney at the time was not necessarily super jazzed about how off brand it felt.
Right, they put it on like their like dark imprint,
Yeah.
like Touchstone Pictures or
Disney
something.
was like, this is not a Disney animation picture.
Yes.
Right.
And when it came out, it was critically acclaimed. I think it did okay financially, but like it was critically beloved. It recently actually, hang on, I saw this. In 2023, the film was selected for preservation in the United States National Film Registry by the Library of Congress as being culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is really cool. And I think that's true. And for a while, it was like the hot topic thing. You know, like, I mean, I had a big Nightmare Before Christmas phase. And it's really funny now thinking about how fandom typically, for it to survive, it needs to wrap itself around something that has a lot of material. Because you need the oxygen, right? Like, it's like a fire. You need a lot of...
Yeah.
But Nightmare Before Christmas, to this day, doesn't really have a sequel.
One movie.
It
does have sequels, but the sequels are video games.
Right, exactly.
okay,
Yes,
that's fair.
yes, that's true. That's
Yeah.
But
true.
even then, like, the fandom doesn't need those video games
No.
as the oxygen to keep the fire
it's
alive.
just that one movie. It's just the 90 minutes we have.
And not even, it's like shorter than that, isn't it?
It's like 85 minutes,
Yeah.
something like that. And then they'll do the Hollywood Bowl a couple of times has done a live concert performance where like Danny Elfman will play Jack. Billie Eilish played Sally one year.
Nice. Yeah,
I was
good
supposed to go
choice.
to that one.
Yeah. It is celebrated and beloved. It is a classic in some ways more than some other Disney movies are.
I agree.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you go to Disney parks, anywhere that you find the Haunted Mansion or anything that you find, it's all Nightmare Before Christmas now.
Yes.
Like, that is what it has become.
Yeah, because like the Haunted Mansion had a live action Disney movie with Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like okay.
It's fun.
The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror is based on the Twilight Zone,
Yeah.
which, you know, is a very nostalgic property. But like while attempts I think have been made to try to revive the brand, they've never really
did it right.
succeeded.
Yeah.
So like when you think Disney spooky, Nightmare Before Christmas is kind of the top of that hierarchy.
Yeah.
Well, and there's also, because it's like a fairy tale. You
Yes,
know,
it is.
The other properties you listed are like a little more grounded, but like Nightmare Before Christmas purports to be like a classic high fantasy fairy tale, so it like subscribes to that like epic tragedy arc.
Do you want to know why?
Yes.
It started out as a poem.
Oh, that makes
It was
so much
Tim
sense.
Burton's
Yep.
poem.
Yep.
So the people responsible for making the movie,
Yeah, he only
love
produced and conceived
are-
it. He didn't
yes.
direct it.
The people who actually made it. It was directed by Henry Selick and it was written by Caroline Thompson.
Henry Selick, what a freaking legend.
Truly the Henry Selicks of all time.
Yeah.
Like he is probably one of the main pioneers and people with the most experience directing and working in stop motion animation.
He's the reason. Him directing Nightmare Before Christmas is the reason that when you say stop motion animation, people think of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He's a visionary, and Caroline Thompson, his screenwriter, and so
She's brilliant.
She's brilliant.
She fleshed out a poem into a full feature film.
Let's
Yeah,
see
a
some
poem
of her
from
other,
that guy.
Some of her, from that guy. Her other works include Snow White, the Fairest of Them All, The Secret Garden, Buddy, Black Beauty, Homeward Bound, The Incredible Journey, and The Addams Family.
Oh, wow.
Homeward Bound.
Though
Yeah.
she is best known for having written the screenplays for Edward Scissorhands and The Nightmare Before
That
Christmas.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tim Burton really said, I had this idea. Make it good.
And they were like,
And she
yeah.
did.
There was some interview about how like Tim Burton was very not involved in the day-to-day production shooting.
Mm-hmm.
And I think there was reports that he like came onto set one day and like punched a wall or like kicked a wall. Like it was a very interesting split And, and he also, I will say this too, like Tim Burton is a very talented, like conceptual artist.
Yes.
Yeah.
A lot of the visual stylings of those characters started out in his sketches. But like if you love the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas, there's a lot of other people who were involved in the creation of that. That worked extremely hard to bring that vision to life.
And that's the thing is, like, as you said, he is credited with the concept. He's credited as producer and conceptual artist. It says Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas, but that's what...
the trademarked title of the movie is.
It's like
Tim
Dr.
Burton's...
Seuss's The Cat in the Hat.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at a certain point after Dr. Seuss, may he rest in wherever he rests in, someone else came in and was like, this is the concept. This is the IP that I'm going to take in a new direction that will honor the original.
Yes.
And that's what was done here in such a beautiful way. Like,
Absolutely.
I think... I can't speak for Tim Burton, but I hope that he knows that they just enhanced everything that he came up with.
They brought it to life.
They did. They brought it to life.
It wouldn't. The things we love about it wouldn't exist without the people who were involved in the day-to-day operations of making that movie exist.
Yeah, they put their entire spindly stop-motion OC into that movie.
Exactly.
So to your point about like this epic parable, like what are the feelings, vibes, experiences with Nightmare Before Christmas as a film?
Like I said earlier in the podcast, I am obsessed with a character that is built for one thing and desperately wants to try something else.
Absolutely.
And like, as Mischa was saying, like it is a fairy tale. We've got the Pumpkin King and the little servant girl.
Yeah.
And it's all these blendings of these stories that you've seen a million times told in a way that you never really would have pictured coming into a combination.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love that. I think that they managed to do that seamlessly. All these different sort of aspects, all these different character tropes managed to blend together and mix and mesh in such a cohesive way.
Yeah.
And I say mesh cohesively, and it's stop motion. And
Yeah.
It's just so strange.
It's kind of funny. I've revisited a couple movies and properties that I really enjoyed as a child where I identified really strongly with the male protagonist because like that's what movies want you to do.
Yeah.
And then going back and rewatching those movies and really thinking about them from the female POV. And like Peter Pan was a big one for that for me, where I'm like, Wendy's experience of Peter Pan is vastly different than Peter's.
Yeah.
And Sally, similarly, her experience of The Nightmare Before Christmas is exhausting.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know that it's Jack's story, but it's Sally's story.
It's 100% Sally's story.
It's fully Sally's
That's
story.
the same thing we said about Peter Pan, is it's not really Peter Pan's story, it's Wendy's.
I mean, I might argue that like Nightmare Before Christmas is slightly more both of their
It's
story.
a co-protagonist.
It is,
because
especially because the love story.
They both gain something. I think that,
Before we get completely off of Jack, I just have to chime in because I'm also tall and spindly and have been for my entire life. So
Speak
of
on
course,
it.
when my kids' friends were like, hey, at summer camp, we should put on like a bootleg production of like a little musical, they wanted me to play Jack, even though I cannot sing.
Amazing. Well,
neither could the voice actor.
Yeah.
That's
why
fair.
Danny Elfman is Jack.
Well, what the
That's
heck?
true, he
I
doesn't
went
really
and
sing.
did my best,
But
you
then
know?
I also really identify with a character that is fascinated by something that no one else seems to be fascinated by.
Yeah.
He really did go, that's my hyperfixation.
He said, like, I have this new thing, and it's new, and you've never seen it before, and everyone's like, but it's not like all the stuff we'd seen before.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah, I know, that's the point.
Thank
and they
you,
go,
guy in the audience raising his hand.
yeah, and they go, but we like the other stuff. And it's just, like, I've had that specific frustration my entire life.
Yeah, and that's so valid. It's interesting because, one, it's very nice to see Jack go from like completely delulu to sort of humbled and faced with his own hubris and his lack of listening to the woman in his life.
Yep.
But it is also interesting that, you know, he is going on this journey of like, I've been doing the same thing my whole life. I'm only known for doing this one thing. I really want to do something different. But what's interesting is like where he fails and why he doesn't get to do Christmas is because he's not looking at Christmas for what it is. He's looking at what he does and wanting to make it Christmas.
Yeah.
And, you know, spoiler alerts for a 1993 stop motion movie, but he tries to make Christmas, kidnaps Santa Claus and all of his Halloween friends who only know how to do scary shit, try to do Christmas, but it's the most horrifying Christmas ever. It's like snakes as wreaths and
which I'm a huge fan of.
Like, it's super dope, but the children of whatever town they're delivering these presents to are traumatized forever.
Yeah, the children of Burton Land were not ready for it.
They were. Yeah, no one was ready for his drip. But he flies this horrifying carriage pulled by skeletal reindeer and gets shot.
Oh, those skeletal reindeer pop off.
Yeah,
though.
no, they
I
fucking
love
pop off.
so much.
He's like flying on a garbage can, but he gets shot out of the sky by the military.
Yep.
Yeah, because NORAD tracks Santa's location. That's a real thing.
Yeah.
That's a real thing.
The Defense Department really puts out a Santa thing.
An imposter is terrorizing the nation, which they were right to do.
Yeah, that was fair.
Yeah.
He was doing that.
He was terrorizing the children of the world.
And he couldn't quite understand that that's what he was doing. He was like, why don't they like me?
No, yeah, he really like was singularly focused to a delusional degree, gets shot out of the sky, lands in a graveyard.
And I really related to that too.
Yeah, 100%.
And the fact that he was like, I had a great time, I touched the sky, and I think I gave them some interesting stories they could tell.
Yeah.
And
right.
you're like, okay.
It made you think. It really made you think.
Yeah,
you know?
made you think.
And he does come back at the end and goes, all right, so that was a mistake, but what can I take away from this?
Right.
What can I...
How can I make the thing that's become mechanical to me fresh and new
Yeah.
again? And I would say as a motif and a lesson, that is, as creatives, something that we constantly struggle with.
Yeah.
It's very interesting when you transition from doing the thing you love as a goal to doing the thing you love as a job.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I imagine Caroline Thompson was probably feeling that when she was writing the screenplay for this movie.
While she was being creative at a time of shakeup in the industry in Burbank, California.
Yeah. And for a moment, why I even touched the sky. Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to derail from Sally. She deserves her place. I'm not trying to speak over women.
No, I think they were both. I think we were going to talk about both. You nailed
Thank
it. But yeah, Sally, by extension, voiced by R.I.P. the late Catherine O'Hara. If anything, I'm like, get her out of here before it gets worse. You know,
Yeah, that's
like
fair.
she rest in peace, Queen.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she played Sally. She, I believe, did her own singing as well.
Yeah.
Sally is just like a Frankenstein kind of character. She's a doll.
She's a patchwork quilt of a creature.
Yeah,
Of a human,
and
I would say, but not a human, but whatever.
But honestly, yeah, she's
Yeah.
a patchwork quilt both in design and in spirit.
Yeah.
She's an amalgam of a bunch of different things and experiences.
And she's
as are
brilliant.
we all.
Yeah.
Truly.
And she's just a very sensible woman.
She's
and
brilliant. She's
in
cunning. She's
love
smart.
with Jack.
Yeah.
Has a huge crush on Jack pretty much from the jump. And wants to just be there to support him. And also, like, in the beginning when he has his sort of I want song, which is fun to have like a boy skeleton with an I want song. She's like, oh man, like we're going through the same thing. We both feel kind of trapped in the monotony of our day-to-day lives, and if only we could connect about that. But then
Yeah.
she like still doesn't at first have the bravery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, because she's still too busy, like, poisoning her dad so she can escape the house.
Oh, yeah. She's still
Exactly.
trying to stop being enslaved by her father.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's just like a helpmate. It's really weird.
Like I said, it's a classic story that we've seen a million times that's told fresh and new. And honestly, visually, exactly what I'm saying. They're patchworking all these old stories into Sally and making her something new and something unique.
Absolutely. And she's the only one because she vaguely has like psychic powers.
Yeah.
She's like, she has visions of the future.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
yeah.
has
She's
visions
got
of the future.
premonitions.
And so there's bad omens.
Yeah, she's got some connection to like witchcraft and wizardry. She can do it all. Like
Yeah.
she deserves to be her own protagonist, and she is.
Absolutely. And so she warns Jack. Jack does not heed the warning. Classic Faust style.
Always.
And then Oogie Boogie gets involved.
Oogie Boogie is the one thing, like, the first time I watched, I was like, what is this? Where did this come from? I don't understand. But then I started getting into, like, storytelling and Disney storytelling specifically. They always need a monster with a funky song.
They need a monster with a funky song who's in some way marginalized coded.
Yes.
And for Oogie Boogie, we've got Jazzy. Well, what have we here?
Yeah.
You know?
A guy with a very black voice.
Yeah.
Voicing the villain who gets ostracized from society for seemingly no reason.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
But
frustrating.
it's 3 little minions, though.
They love him. They're
love
down.
him.
They're down with the sickness. But yeah, I will say this: an inspired interpretation of the boogeyman.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, because like the boogeyman is one of those things that you're like, he's in your house, he's under your bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
because he's associated with bed, so I like that in
Yes.
this movie he looks like a pillow.
He looks like
Yes.
a pillow, and he's made out of bed bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really great.
Between that and Rise of the Guardians, Pitch Black, the Boogeyman, those are my 2 favorite iterations of the Boogeyman that I've ever seen.
Absolutely. And he also loves gambling.
Yeah, there's
He
that
loves
whole...
slot machines and roulette wheels.
I was going to
Yeah,
say...
he's got like a Vegas theme.
He's like, it's Vegas.
Is it Vegas? Is it New Orleans? What is
It's like
it?
you guys are only playing at being spooky, and I'm really bad.
Yeah, bad.
That it's bad versus
Yeah.
spooky.
And that was
Yes.
the thing that like I was trying to figure out, like, is this Vegas vibe? Is this supposed to be like New Orleans vibe? And like which one is more okay? I don't
Yeah.
understand here.
I think it's what it was because it was 1993,
That part.
and we weren't talking about it yet in that way.
But then that guy made it into Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, so all of
Really?
those characters are in Kingdom Hearts. So
Good.
the formula for the uninitiated is a Kingdom Hearts Disney level is made up of characters from the movie either doing a vertical slice of their movie or something that happens explicitly before or after their movie. It's like an episodic TV vibe. It's like a Monster of the Week situation.
Excellent.
So like for the Little Mermaid world, Atlantica, all of the stuff that happens in Kingdom Hearts happens canonically before the start of the Little Mermaid movie.
Oh,
because
trip
they
out.
never leave the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
In other games, it's different, but in Kingdom Hearts 1, it's that. So you're stepping into things that are already happening in that Disney's world, and Sora is there, Star Trek style, where it's like, we're not really supposed to interfere, but we're going to.
Yep.
And then the Heartless or a villain interferes with the things that are going on, normally something related to the Heartless.
Yep, because in the background, all of the villains are secretly having business meetings with each
Yeah,
other.
they're all in cahoots in an evil villain council. So Oogie Boogie's in that council, Ursula's in that council, Captain Hook's in that council.
When do we get to see the council?
You see them a couple times.
See them a couple times.
There's like, it's more early in the game. By the time you're getting to all the worlds, they kind of fall off of the council meeting, and it's really just okay. Of the Disney villains, who do you think is in charge of the Disney villain council?
I think it's Maleficent, but I want it to be Ursula.
It's Maleficent.
Yeah, like look at her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
she's a dragon.
That's kind of the point we made, yeah.
That was the thing. We're like, it couldn't be anyone else.
It couldn't be. I would want it to be Ursula just for drag queen vibes,
Yes.
but I know it's got
She's
to be
in the
Maleficent.
council, yeah, but she just can't. She can't lead it. Also, she does live underwater.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes it a little
It
harder.
kind of limits the villainy.
She's kind of the Aquaman of the
But yeah, so Oogie Boogie's in the council, and he's interesting because in Kingdom Hearts, he's sort of like, I'm in the council, but like, what if I tried to just control all the Heartless myself? Mwahahahahaha.
Yeah, that doesn't seem like it would go well, but that does seem on vibe for Oogie Boogie.
Absolutely. So when you get to Halloween Town, which is what the
No
world
way.
is called. Yeah, they call it Halloween Town. But it's legally distinct from the Disney Channel original movie Halloween Town because it's Halloween Space Town.
Right.
Not Halloween Town.
Right.
Yeah.
And definitely not Halloween Town 2, Calabar's Revenge.
Definitely not, because Calabar doesn't live in Halloween Town.
Right.
Additionally, in Kingdom Hearts 2, Halloween Town also houses Christmas Town.
Oh no.
But the world is still called Halloween Town.
Because it's inside Halloween Town to get to Christmas Town.
right.
I mean, just like the
Worlds
movie.
within worlds.
Exactly. I was like, wow, they really did be doing worlds within worlds.
Yeah, which they kind of do in the movie. Like,
Right.
Yes.
Well, yeah. Well, that's another thing is Nightmare Before Christmas is implied to have portals to other worlds. So,
is that the base world?
no, I mean,
I think it's the base world.
I don't think it's
It's
the base
actually
world.
not. It's the world of weird trees. It's which is called Hinter something. Hang on.
Hinterland.
The
Yeah, the
Hinterland.
Hinterland. The base world is Hinterland, but because that's not the movie,
Right.
we land in Halloween Town, and then we go to the Hinterland, and then we go into the tree.
But how
that
does he
houses-
get to the Hinterland if the Hinterland is not in Halloween Town?
We just land in Halloween Town.
Dang it.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I agree. And here's the thing. It wouldn't have been a problem except that they wanted to have Christmas Town in Kingdom Hearts 2. And then in order to do that, we have to meta hop out into the hinterland.
They have to justify all these things.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did
Classic
not look
Kingdom
ahead.
Hearts.
The classic going, oh man, we thought we were only going to have one of these.
Well, that's also my biggest vibe with Kingdom Hearts is like it's just constant retconning.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of,
you're not
I
wrong.
love that. I'm not mad
like
at
when we pitched this podcast to each other, it was like, and we're coming in at the end of this sort of saga to try to make sense of it all. But as they were building it, it's very clear that's what they were doing.
100%.
Hi, it's me, Mayanna, here once again to thank you all so much for listening to Simple and Clean and Kingdom Hearts podcast. I hope you're all having a beautiful start to summer. I am here once again to remind you that we have a Patreon. It's called Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon. You can sign up for the $5 final mix tier and get ad-free versions to the episodes. You can also get access to the secret reports. Mysterious. This is our secret bonus show where you get to listen to Mischa and I yap about all sorts of other things we like anime, video games, movies, other stuff. Also, if you are a member of the Patreon, you can actually vote on things that we can talk about in upcoming Secret Reports episodes. So once again, if you want to join us and support us over there on Patreon, you can do it at Simple and Clean Pod on Patreon and sign up for the $5 final mix tier. You can also join for free and just get access to our lovely Patreon community if you just want to engage with some other folks who listen to the show and just share some love for a game series that is becoming increasingly relevant by the day. If you can't support the show on Patreon, we totally understand. Leave us a review. Leave us a comment. Follow us on Instagram. Let us know what you like. Let us know what you don't like. Let us know what you're kind of feeling neutral about. Regardless, we're so happy you're here. Thank you so much for listening to this show, and I hope you're staying cool out there.
As you all know, Simple and Clean Pod is part of the Multitude Podcast Collective, a collective of podcast creators and experts doing shows talking about things they're passionate about. Shows such as This Guy Sucked. This Guy Sucked is a history podcast for haters by haters. Join historian Dr. Claire Aubin and a new expert every week to pull back the scholarly curtain on some of the world's biggest bummers. No dead person is safe, and the show's guests prove that the best part of understanding the past is criticizing it, such as people like Christopher Columbus, who I personally can't stand. You can listen to that episode and other delicious episodes every Thursday wherever you listen to podcasts. From Charlemagne to Carl Schmitt, every episode gives listeners all the ammo they need to win dinner table arguments over why history's main characters were actually kind of the worst. You can listen to This Guy Sucked wherever you listen to your podcasts. New episodes every Thursday wherever you listen. Yeah, so Halloween Town only appears in a couple of the Kingdom Hearts games. It's Kingdom Hearts, it's Chain of Memories, it's 358, and it's Kingdom Hearts 2, and then it never shows up again.
Oh.
Yep. I know. And according to a quote that I found, it only appeared in Kingdom Hearts 2 because of the fan base response.
Because they loved it so much from the first one.
Yeah.
They're like, and we want to see Christmas!
Exactly.
Also, they want to see Sora in new outfits.
That part.
And they forgot in the initial release of Kingdom Hearts 2 to give Sora a different Christmas outfit. So in the final mix, they went back and gave him a Christmas outfit.
Yeah, and it's great. It's him
great.
in a little hat.
It's like goth Santa suit. It's
Yeah, wait,
excellent.
I will
Good.
hang on. I'll
Okay,
find
yeah,
it
no,
for
I
you.
need that
You
too.
got it.
Oh, I love this.
Oh, did you
Right.
look it up? Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
actually great.
Yeah, it's really good.
I would absolutely wear that.
Yeah, it's super cute. Mischa, what are your feelings about the Halloween Town world in the Kingdom Hearts games?
I think it's a great addition. I think it makes, like, that's the thing. I didn't ever really consider it a Disney movie until Kingdom Hearts continued to include it. So to me, that was like, oh, Kingdom Hearts isn't just Disney. It's a bunch of stuff.
Right.
It's a bunch of stuff to get. There's Tarzan and, you know, Halloween. And, like,
Yeah.
there's a bunch of things it's doing.
Tarzan, that was another big one for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Turk and Tantor. Sorry.
Right.
Oh,
No, it's not
no,
fair.
don't apologize. That's what we're doing this for.
Yeah. So it did make it feel bigger. And then, like, once time moved on and I learned more about what corporations owned, I was like, oh, I guess it is a Disney movie.
Yeah.
And then I find some of the Kingdom Hearts plottiness of the Halloween Town world like interesting in what they do with it.
Yes.
It's a lot of like not Dr. Frankenstein, but the guy
Finkelstein.
Finkelstein, thank you.
Yeah, which is legally distinct from Frankenstein because Frankenstein made a boy monster and Finkelstein made a girl monster.
Finkelstein, the fourth Jew on the podcast.
There you go. He really
rounding it out.
Like what he is constantly doing is he has these like little robot constructs, and much like Sally, and he's trying to bring them to life, but that sort of like collides with the how do you bring a construct with no heart to life?
Yes.
Which is what they're doing with Kyrie for the first game.
Exactly.
So like and they keep coming back to that tie in a way that I find very interesting.
Yeah, so in Kingdom Hearts 1, the first time Halloween Town appears, you hop in, and up until this point, anytime you hop in a world, the Heartless are the little enemies that come and attack you. And they have cute little themes depending on which world you're in. So there's like Agrabah Heartless, and they have swords. It's really cute. So you roll up to Halloween Town, and you roll up to the town square with the big weird snake fountain. And the Heartless are not attacking you. They're dancing. They're just vibing.
And they look like Nightmare Before Christmas.
They do look like
they're
Nightmare Before
aesthetically
Christmas.
very similar.
They do. They have these textures that make them look more stop motion. The style of the monsters feels very in line with the sort of skinny, like aesthetics and like weird long limbs of the Nightmare Before Christmas aesthetic.
I like
so you
it.
roll through. You're in a new outfit. When we were playing through it with David had never seen the other outfits before. And he was like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "I know." He goes like, "Do people know that this happens?" I'm like, "Yeah, man." I'm like, "I'm shocked you never saw this." Like it was one of those things that it's such a distinctive thing.
Yeah.
The Halloween Town level overall feels like one of the levels that they put a lot of time and care into.
Yes.
It's vast.
Well, and that I think is also tied to the fact that like this is not the only video game version of Nightmare Before, like more so than other Disney properties. They really went ham on the Nightmare Before Christmas video game franchise.
Yeah, and I think that also makes sense because, like, one, I think the aesthetics, while jarring, translate really nicely to video games. And it's one of those things that it's like if you're an edgy teen, like if they were ever to reach the edgy teen demographic, they were going to do it via video games about Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like being a kid who loved that, I would have loved to be able to like dive into that world and like pretend that I was part of that world for a while.
Absolutely. And
I just wasn't allowed to play video games.
Yeah. You roll up and the Heartless are dancing and you go to the laboratory and Jack and Dr. Finkelstein are working on this mechanical heart that they have successfully created that can control the Heartless.
Which is crazy.
Which is fucking crazy.
Because up until this point, the people trying to control the Heartless are the villains.
Yeah.
And also the most powerful bad guys, and they haven't cracked it quite
Yeah,
yet.
like Maleficent's got it and everyone else is struggling.
Yeah, exactly. And they're not trying to control them for evil. They're trying to control them because this will be a great addition to next year's Halloween.
Yeah, and it would.
They're
really
dancing.
Would. They're dancing. They're going like, woo. And then immediately they're like, oh, there's this keyhole thing. And Sora unlocks it. And then that kind of reverts the progress that had been made. And the Heartless start getting all crazy.
Oh.
And then Oogie Boogie finds out about the mechanical heart. And he's like, oh, if I get that, I'll be able to control all the Heartless. And so he sends Lock, Shock, and Barrel, his 3 little children trick-or-treat assistants, to go get it. And then we're kind of off to the races. And then we got to go explore. We go to the graveyard. We go on the weird curly hill.
Oh, yeah.
We get to his evil, spooky tree house. We fight Lock, Shock, and Barrel. A weirdly hard fight.
It's because they're so small.
They're so small. And you're in a confined space.
And
That'll
in
do
the
it.
improved mechanics of later games, that doesn't get fixed. Every time they're small, and that makes it hard every time.
Absolutely.
That's on purpose. You know
It
that,
is on
right?
purpose, yeah.
That is fully on purpose.
I know. That's part of the design of those fights, but like, man, it's annoying.
It's so infuriating. And then you get down there and you fight Oogie Boogie. He eats the heart and tries to call the Heartless to him, and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then you get what is one of the more inspired boss fight designs, I would say.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts 1 especially had a lot of fun with diversifying how the boss fights were. a la the early 2000s, like Crash Bandicoot, Mario. It was like very in vogue. And so phase 1 is you're on a giant roulette wheel. And this is in the movie.
Yeah.
I was very impressed with how they translated what is in the movie into this boss fight.
Yeah, I mean, the movie has a boss fight.
The movie has a boss fight.
It does.
And some Disney movies do that. And I think it's cool when you can look at the material and go like, oh, we got it.
Yeah.
So it's a super cool boss fight. He rolls dice. You have to land on certain tiles. Like different things happen.
Very sort of like area manipulation of the map.
Yeah, because he's up on an upper level. You're on a lower level. He's tossing dice into this roulette wheel, and you have to land on certain squares, or you get like caged in, and you have to fight Heartless and stuff. It's very cool.
That's neat.
And then you defeat him, and then phase 2 happens.
Oh no!
Yeah.
And phase 2 is Oogie Boogie becomes a giant treehouse.
What?
Yeah.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I love a treehouse. I don't like that.
Yeah, it's very ominous.
It's weird that a treehouse is his spaceship era.
Yeah, it's
You know,
it's like yeah.
sorry, you don't know about this. In Final Fantasy games, sometimes when you defeat the boss villain at the end of the game, they like will fake die and then transform into a weird alien spaceship
or
that
a
you have to kill
building.
again.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a thing.
Usually,
Okay.
like depending
Is
on
there
which
a reason?
because
it's
Square
rad.
Enix, yeah.
Okay, fair.
Because transformations are neat.
Yeah,
Valid.
exactly. And
Yeah,
it's also
that's
like
fair.
the only way to feel as big and scary as it could be is to make the villain as big and scary as you can.
Okay, I respect that.
Yeah,
I get
it's
that.
pretty great. And so he turns into a giant treehouse covered in black, heartless zits.
Ew.
And they're not literally
No, you're
zits.
right. I just think it's funny to describe them that way.
Are they
Yeah.
zits and like they pop and Heartless come out?
They're like big pools of darkness all across the tree. It gives the vibe of like an infected tree.
Okay.
And you have to climb up and platform your way to all of these different spots and slash at these pools of darkness until they explode, and then eventually he is defeated permanently.
Okay, so yes, zits.
yeah, exactly.
fair.
It's very zits.
You know what's funny? After the fact, this really gives the ending of, what was it, that Matrix video game where they like do the same plot of the third movie. But at the end, during the Neo versus Smith fight, they were like, well, in the movie, it was like a really philosophical debate that they have in that like raining pit, but that's not fun for a video game. So here's like a giant amalgam of all the Smiths into a big kaiju that you can fight at the end of the video game.
Honestly, that's great.
You know,
Honestly,
I love
can do that.
using your medium again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Towards you.
I will say, as like an RPG lover, I would love like, okay, you can try to have the conversation with Smith, a nice philosophical conversation. If anything goes wrong, then you fight the kaiju.
yeah, okay, Toby Fox.
That's so funny. Square Enix actually has some sort of licensing deal with Undertale in Japan.
Undertale World and Kingdom Hearts 4.
Now that would be really cool.
Let's fucking go.
They do like their merchandising and stuff because like I'm a Square Enix merchandise enjoyer, and they
Sure.
have like Undertale music boxes and stuff, that little wind up ones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I would like one of those.
Dude, Undertale has such a love in Japan, and I love that for them. I love that for everybody. Yeah. So that's the Kingdom Hearts 1, time. In 358, it's one of the worlds Roxas needs to visit to report on heartless populations.
Yeah. Is there anything more to it than that?
Not
or?
really,
Yeah.
no. It's just like the populations are lower than average compared to other worlds. For you, Bex, who doesn't know what 358/2
Not even
is
a little
about.
bit.
Kingdom Hearts 358/2 days, which is the title of the game.
What?
I know Bex's
Yep.
face just. I know, if you have to explain that to someone for the first time, it is like, okay. It's a Lion King 1.5 style game.
I love Lion King 1.5.
Yeah,
It's not as funny as Lion King 1.5.
in a
Sorry.
way it is, though. Where you play as Roxas. Do you know who Roxas is?
I don't think so.
Roxas is Sora with an X in it because
They're like
shadow selves.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Roxas is Sora's nobody.
Oh.
A nobody is a secondary version of you that happens when you lose your heart.
Yeah. Again, might I recommend to you this podcast, Simple and Clean, where we explain
They
all
put
of
the
this.
heart in. They put the boy in that boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the boys in the
They
boy.
put the
He's
boy
one
in
of
the
the boys in
boy.
the boy.
Yeah.
So in 358/2 days, you play as Roxas. Roxas has just been born. It's like
It's like day 5 of his existence is where the game
he
starts.
is nonverbal when he first awakens.
Respect it.
He pops out 15 years old.
Same.
Right. And then gets immediately enlisted into an evil organization called Organization 13.
I love 13.
Yeah, and he's the 13th member. So before that, it was Organization 13, but there were just 12 of them.
Oh, that's so funny.
And then they get a 14th member, but it's still Organization 13.
This is Ocean's 11.
Exactly. Honestly, not a bad comp.
Yeah.
And so Roxas works as an employee at Organization 13. He gets a cool long jacket. Anytime you've seen a Kingdom Hearts character in a long black raincoat, that's Organization 13.
Or sometimes it's not a thing.
Or someone who happens to have the jacket.
And sometimes it's Mickey Mouse, and you can tell when it's him because it's the ears.
Yeah.
But Roxas's job and the organization's job in general is to sort of track and report on worlds populated by Heartless, among other things that they're doing. But Roxas goes to these different worlds and learns about an evil conspiracy. So that's the premise of 358. And one of the worlds he goes to is Halloween Town. Some of the worlds are kind of just there because it's like, look, it's the worlds you've seen before. Some of them have a little bit more interesting like plot stuff. 358 is one of those ones where you're like, we have Nightmare Before Christmas in here because it's going to be in Kingdom Hearts 2. And there's like a cool boss fight in there. It's featured in the final fight with Xion, but it's just not as,
Which is unfortunate because I mean, I know that the game is not really about that the plot is not really about that, but if on its surface, they are supposed to be reporting about Heartless populations. This is the world where Heartless are just dancing. They could have done something with that.
Well, they reported on the fact that there's less Heartless in Nightmare Before Christmas than in the other world.
Do they stop dancing after Oogie and everything?
they kind of just go away.
They don't go back to just being chill little dudes?
No, they just kind of disappear.
That's sad.
But yeah, what is it? It's like Roxas arrives in Halloween Town. He leaves Jack there to think and continues on his mission on collecting hearts. The organization reports that the Heartless population in Halloween Town is unusually low, so he goes to investigate. Heartless appear. He fights something called a creep worm.
Okay.
He encounters Lock, Shock, and Barrel. He defeats the Taylor-Klaus at Curly Hill.
Yes.
He attacks something called the Leech Grave.
Okay.
Sure.
Jack watches the battle from outside of it, and he's like, a black cloak and black tentacles.
Don't give him ideas.
Yeah, exactly. He's like, I have a new idea for an outfit.
Oh, no.
Sometime later, Roxas is transported here by Xion. And that's it. Yeah.
So he goes there, does his own thing, and leaves.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome.
Yeah,
honestly,
fantastic.
relatable content.
Thanks, 358.
Yeah, but again, it's like sometimes the Disney worlds in the Kingdom Hearts games are a really nice mirror for things Sora is experiencing. And sometimes they're there because there's a video game and things need to be there.
Yeah, because it's a video game where you visit Disney movies, so they want to put Disney movies in it.
Yeah, I was
Fair.
watching some YouTube analysis about Kingdom Hearts, and one guy described the Disney worlds as the yada 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 part of the Kingdom Hearts games.
Okay.
And sometimes that's true and sometimes it's not. In Kingdom Hearts 2, we yet again return to Halloween Town, and now the existence of Santa is real.
Okay, cool.
And Sora gets really excited about the idea of meeting Santa.
Yeah.
Sora knows who Santa is?
Sora knows who Santa is.
Okay.
I know,
okay, we're going with it.
I know.
Right,
rolling
so
with the
now we're
punches.
like, you can't follow that too far because you do get into like, okay, so was the birth of Jesus Christ canon to Destiny Islands?
Well,
like,
I'll
what
say
are we
this
doing?
too,
We can get into that later.
because there's a Peter Pan world, you go to Big Ben at the end, so canonically London exists.
Yeah. I like this.
Yeah. I feel like you'd really enjoy all of the implications that Kingdom
Exactly.
Hearts sets up over the course of time.
And also, like, Santa Claus, is this the Santa Claus that comes from Krampus? Is this the Santa Claus that comes from, like, pagan? Or is this the Santa Claus that has been bastardized by the Christian faith?
I think this is the Santa Claus exclusively from Coca-Cola ads.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Interesting.
actually,
So
I think
capitalist Santa.
I think this is just the Santa from Nightmare Before Christmas and nowhere else.
Yeah. And I will say this, the Santa in Nightmare Before Christmas is a really dope interpretation of Santa.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because he is very good at his job, but he also is not the nicest person.
I know. I like that.
I love when he gets rescued at the end and he's like, and if you were to listen to anybody, I'd listen to her.
Right?
She's the only one with any sense in this insane asylum.
Yeah.
He's
not
over it.
wrong.
Yeah, he's not. He's not wrong.
I'm a big fan. Like, as someone with the last name Klaus that everyone thinks is Claus, I'm a really big fan of any Santa movie that subverts Santa expectations.
Yes.
Like, again, I'll go back to, I know Rise of the Guardians has nothing to do with anything we're talking about.
That's fine. Listen,
But you know what? I'll say this. Rise of the Guardians feels like spiritually Kingdom Hearts media, and I can't really say why.
I was going to say Rise of the Guardians world in Kingdom Hearts 4.
You know why? You know why?
I feel like they would go well.
All of those Guardians feel so aesthetically alien from each other that it feels like a Kingdom Hearts game.
No, because it's just like the scene with all the princesses in Wreck-It Ralph 2. You're gathering all of the holidays together for an Avengers-style movie. That's Kingdom Hearts. Whenever you gather disparate things for an amalgam-style thing, that's Kingdom Hearts.
100%.
Oh, I get it now. I'm so into that.
Now, I'll buckle up for this one. Buckle up for this one. This is my other theory about Kingdom Hearts in general. It's like, in the West, the thing you grew up with, that's your nostalgic thing, is Disney. In Japan, there's a couple different things that it could be, but Square Enix and their games were like very paramount, I think, to people in their tweens and teens. So you take this thing from your childhood, you take this thing from your tweens and teens, you take this thing from the West, you take this thing from the East, you smash them together, and you make an internationally iconic franchise that encompasses everything that ever made your childhood and teenhood the thing it was.
Wow. Yeah, no, I get the appeal.
Yeah.
That is a... I want to play this now.
We got another one. But yeah, in Kingdom Hearts 2, you go back to Halloween Town. Sora is excited and elated by the idea of Santa. He goes to Christmas Town, and it's a very interesting little detail. He asks if Riku is on the nice list or the naughty list, and I believe Santa says he's on the naughty list.
Which one is Riku?
Riku is Sora's best friend from childhood, who in the first game
is a villain.
Succumbs to the darkness.
He is tempted by Maleficent and becomes her like right hand.
And then spends the rest of the series kind of redeeming his actions from the first game. And he does. He successfully redeems himself by the end.
Not according to Santa.
Well, not in Kingdom Hearts 2. He's still on the road.
He's still on the road, kind of he's doing the right thing, but he's doing it in a way that when you look at it from the outside, you're like, whose side is he on?
Yeah.
He's on Riku's side.
Yeah. He is genuinely, like, what's kind of funny is, so Sora gets Donald and Goofy, exclusively in that order, as his, like, two dads. Like, they're always in your party. They're your healer and your tank.
Oh, good.
And so...
Wait,
so
which one's which?
Which one do you think it is?
I think the healer is Goofy and the tank is Donald.
You are wrong,
but you're right. You're wrong.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm right.
Yeah. Donald is a wizard.
Wow. I don't... Nope. Okay.
And Goofy is a knight.
I can't see this. I can only see a duck in armor and Goofy with a wizard hat. I have it backwards.
I'll show you the Zeta Flare clip later.
Yeah, I'll say
please.
this. So Donald canonically casts one of those powerful spells in all of Square Enix, which is Zeta Flare. It is exclusively cast by like monsters.
Yeah. I think it's like the Christian Devil and Donald Duck.
Yeah, exactly. Can cast Zeta Flare.
Honestly, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That makes sense to me.
Yeah, so Donald is your spellcaster, and then Goofy is a tank. But I will say this, Goofy doesn't wield a weapon. He only has a shield.
Oh.
Yeah, Ibra player. You'll like the shield guy.
I'm going to like the shield guy.
And so you're like, where's Mickey? Mickey is with Riku. Mickey is sort of the guy that reaches out to Riku at different points and is like, it's okay, there's this other way. It's very
redemption from darkness is possible, dude.
Ooh. Yeah.
Which is a weird thing for Mickey Mouse to know personally, and we should explore all of that.
I want that spinoff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want that origin story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Mickey's been working hard in the paint for multiple decades within the Kingdom Hearts canon. Like, he is involved in most major events tangentially or explicitly throughout the entire... He's like Yoda. Genuinely, like, he's been watching the Empire's rise and fall for a long time. And he's been an active participant in trying to prevent darkness from taking over the world. But he's
probably also the reason that darkness was able to get to the point that they're at now. Possibly.
I encourage you to listen to. There's this great podcast called Simple and Clean.
I
It'll
just
explain all of
want
this
to
for you.
know why Mickey knows that there's another way. What's the origin of that?
I guess we'll have to do a King Mickey episode pretty
Which
soon.
we're gonna do anyway.
Okay,
Hell
cool.
yeah. Yeah, there's a good teaser for it.
Thank
But so Riku is still considered at this point in the games like a morally ambiguous figure. You're like, we don't know. He's done some cool things, he's done some spooky things. And so when Sora finds out that he's on the naughty list, he's devastated. And I believe also Sora makes an implication, or I think Santa does this. He's on the naughty list because he told you I'm not real. Because when you were kids, he bullied you about you believing in Santa.
Oh, that's so funny, actually. Wait, that's so much funnier than
Yeah.
Like, Santa doesn't care about the moral ambiguity. Santa's just like, he told you I wasn't real, and that's bad.
Well, he lied and tried to dim your light.
Yeah, he tried to kill your innocence.
Yeah.
Fair.
And Riku throughout the series, I think, is this very interesting foil to Sora, whereas Sora is 14, 15, 16 by Kingdom Hearts 3. Baby. And Riku is 1 year older, but they feel worlds apart from each other in terms of you know what it's like to have that kid who's slightly older than you and they think they know everything.
Oh, yeah.
And so that's Riku to Sora throughout the series. And so for Riku, it was it's not cool to like Santa, you know? And so Sora's like, but I like Santa. And he's like, Santa's not real.
Yeah, you're such
know?
a baby.
Ugh, I'm an adult. You know, that kind of shit.
Tara gave me the Keyblade already, and I'm only 10 years old.
Yeah, exactly. So then Maleficent, who is one of the most persistent villains throughout the entire Kingdom Hearts series, shockingly, she...
Is that shocking?
I mean, it is shocking because I was like, oh, Maleficent's only in a couple games.
Yeah.
No, she's in every single game.
From a character standpoint, that tracks for me.
100%.
She is determined.
She's the mistress of all evil.
Mm-hmm. She put a kid to sleep for 100 years with a spinning wheel.
She really did, because they didn't invite her to the birthday party. And I love that about her.
I do love her.
But so she brings back Oogie Boogie, who died in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh.
She brings him back. But what's weird is she brings him back on the expedited 2-day shipping spell.
Yeah, he comes back wrong, and by wrong, I mean stupid.
He comes back really dumb.
Yeah.
And not remembering things. And so he's kind of a loose cannon.
It's because all the memories were stored in different bugs.
Exactly.
that part.
Yeah,
Bugs.
they put in new bugs. Then he's like, I just got here. Today's my first day.
And he just keeps bugging out.
Exactly,
Nice.
exactly. And so you fight him in Santa's workshop, and it's this cool conveyor belt thing. It's not as cool as the roulette wheel.
No, I would say in terms of Kingdom Hearts 2 boss fights, it's a fun one that utilizes the field more than others.
It does.
But when you compare it to the Kingdom Hearts 1 version of the same emotional beat, there's no question.
Yeah, exactly. And so you fight him, you defeat him. It's kind of weird because you're he just got back. But you defeat him and all is right in Kingdom Hearts 2 Halloween time.
Yep,
Yeah.
and then Santa can go deliver all the presents that you had to... There's another part where you have to box up all of the presents in Santa's workshop.
Yeah.
And you get a present gun, and you shoot it at different objects on the floor.
Hardcore.
Yeah, it's
okay.
great.
I was going to
It's
say elf
really
mode,
fun.
but okay.
Yeah, truly. But yeah, it's fun. And then that's kind of it for Halloween Town in the series. And I think that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Mayanna, if you ran the zoo, you wouldn't.
So if I ran this, so this is a segment we have where it's if we were involved in the design process, acknowledging, of course, that scope, timelines, budget.
Yeah, we're just two people in a living room, and we don't know shit about shit. What's going on?
But if we ran the zoo and we had infinite money,
Yeah.
what would we have done with the Kingdom Hearts Halloween Town level?
Oh, yeah.
I think, again, my big thing is I think every Kingdom Hearts world should be a little mix of a couple different things. For example, in Kingdom Hearts 2 exclusively, Atlantica is not a world you traverse. It is a rhythm game.
Oh.
And so you go through the beats of the Little Mermaid movie, but you're doing it as a rhythm game to just the songs from that movie.
Interesting.
Including some new original songs that they wrote just for the game that aren't written by Howard Ashman because he had died at that time.
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it.
And by extension, that means they're not good.
They're very different.
Yeah.
They're very different. And so one of the things that I think is there's so many iconic songs throughout Disney movies that I think every single Kingdom Hearts level should have one rhythm mini game thing. So a what's this rhythm game thing.
Which song would you choose?
Yeah,
What's this?
I think it's I knew you were going to say this, and as I'm thinking about it, do you know we haven't talked about 100 Acre Wood on the show yet.
We haven't yet. We're about
but
to.
There's one of the Winnie the Pooh mini games is like you're sitting on a honeypot, you're sliding down a hill.
Yes.
That
They have Winnie the Pooh in there?
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
That mini game,
heart.
sliding down the hill in the snow, combined with the rhythm game of What's This, would be so rad.
Well,
That would be
that's what
dope.
I'm thinking. What's this would have to be in Halloween Town, but in the
in Christmas Town, yeah. So that would mean that Christmas Town would have had to been in the Halloween Town in Kingdom Hearts 1.
So, or the rhythm game is in Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yes.
The What's This rhythm game is in Kingdom Hearts 2. So what would be the rhythm game in Kingdom Hearts 1?
Boys and girls of every
Yes, Halloween.
age. Yeah, absolutely. This is Halloween. And I will say this. I think the reason why I don't have as many wish lists for Halloween Town is because, especially in Kingdom Hearts 1, they cover everything. They cover every location, basically. They give you, I would say, the pinnacle of an Oogie Boogie boss fight. The only thing they don't give you in Kingdom Hearts 1 is Santa. Like,
and then they went back for it in Kingdom Hearts.
and they went go, yeah.
Yeah, I think it goes. You're right. It goes back to the fact that like all the fandom needs is the one movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you covered the movie, and that's all the fandom needed. Like,
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas really is like it stands the test of time too. Like it really
They
holds
put it
up.
in the Library of Congress. The
saying.
other thing they could have done is some flying levels with the sleigh part.
That
yeah.
would be
Like
cool.
getting gunned down by the military.
Sora draped across the angel statue
Yeah,
in the graveyard. Oh my god,
That'd
that
be
14-year-old
so
kid
great.
just died.
Well, I think what it could have been is like instead of the canonical in-movie version, it's like Heartless are trying to attack the sleigh from the ground and you're on the back of the sleigh
yeah,
and you're like
Heartless
knocking
are
them back.
trying to
That's
steal
great.
the presents seems like a no-brainer.
Absolutely. What about you?
I got one.
Oh, please.
The like Nightmare Before Christmas classic vibe where Halloween Town is trying to do Christmas, but they've made the Heartless into the presents.
Oh,
so
and
you
then
have
they're
to go
just
around.
attacking everywhere.
So you have to go around and
cool.
clear the city of the Heartless that have been given as presents.
I love that.
Yeah, I mean, did you ever play the game Costume Quest?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, something a little more like Costume Quest where it takes place in the real world where
Yes.
like the darkness is invading it.
Yes.
And you have to like get your way to Jack
Yes.
and then be like, hey Jack, what you're doing, it's not just like spooky fun, it's actually evil.
Yes.
And he goes, oh no, we have to fix it, and that's the level.
Yes, I like
Ooh,
that very
yeah.
much. Also, one thing we didn't mention is when you go to certain Disney worlds, because you've got this party of 3, you've got Donald and Goofy. Certain Disney characters will be a party member, and so you slot out either Donald or Goofy. It's usually Goofy.
You
and
need the healing.
Yeah.
Jack Skellington is a combat character.
Oh yeah. And
Yeah.
his moves are
His
rad.
moves are great. He's super tall. He's very spindly.
So his reach is huge. He's always doing like big magics. I
Yes.
feel like he's got this big fire spell that goes in like a ring around him, and that's so good.
I think on that note, and we just released the summons episode. By the time you will have just listened to it or whatever. It came out today.
Yeah.
We're in the future. But a Jack Skellington summon.
Yeah.
Like
that
I
would
think
be so cool.
having your party members that you've met along the way become summons.
That's what I would want.
Yeah, a la Tears of the Kingdom, where you've got your like 4 guardians that
Right,
sort
where
of
they hang out.
apparate. Yeah, exactly. I think that would have been been really nice.
And like much as I love that Simba made the cut for Kingdom Hearts 3, like Simba wasn't really associated with fire magic in previous games, but
Yeah.
Jack was.
He was, because of the pumpkin bombs.
Right.
and
They
shit.
gave
Yeah.
Simba fire magic?
They made Simba a fire lion in the
Okay,
summon in Kingdom
I
Hearts
get
3.
that purely because of like the end of Lion King and like the big fire
big fire
fight.
fight.
Yeah. It
And
does make
also
sense. And like the lion's
the
mane.
color scheme. Yeah, exactly.
Like, sense can be made from that.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. But I agree. I mean, even like, I know you're not a huge fan of the Bambi summon because we just talked about it.
but I love Bambi.
But like a Zero summon?
Zero. Oh! And just to be clear, sorry, I want to clarify my feelings about the Bambi summon. I love Bambi. I just don't find the benefit that Bambi provides particularly like impactful for me.
Sure.
What does Bambi do?
No,
Show
listen.
up and get spindly and
Bambi
leave?
bounces around and magical bubbles pop out, and then you can keep refilling your mana gauge so you can keep casting spells. So he's frolicking and sort of like harvesting.
Yeah, it's the bounty of
magic.
the forest, you know?
Yeah,
Okay,
the
that's
bounty of the forest.
cute, but
it's really
what?
cute, and Bambi's awesome. But it's just like if I'm dying, first of all, I want my sweet boy out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want him to see the horror.
And second, Tinkerbell, heal me, damn it.
Tinkerbell, please. Yeah, Tinkerbell's a regen spell. She just constantly heals you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's the nicest thing she's ever done in her entire little fairy life. And I love her for it.
Oh my god, I love I want you on more episodes just so that we can relay things to you that,
yes, please.
that are new information.
Yeah.
I will be here whenever you want me because this
yeah.
is great. I love this.
Oh my God. So given how we've relayed this to you as a Halloween Town or a Nightmare Before Christmas enjoyer, how do you feel?
Oh, I want to play.
Hell yeah.
As an
Ooh.
enjoyer, I want to play. And as an enjoyer of you two and everything that you talk about, I want to come back and talk more about random things that I don't understand.
Well, I guess the only disappointing bit about it is that, like, yes, we get the satisfying amount of content, but that does mean we haven't, like, seen it in the game since 2007.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then you have me, who's never played it, even though it's been out since 2007. So if I play it and relay to you, it's like having it all happen all over again.
So true.
Bex, do you know about the Lucky 10,000?
No.
This is a thing from the webcomic XKCD, which is a big formative webcomic for me.
Oh.
Basically, it's a stick figure webcomic made by a former NASA mathematician.
Oh, yes.
And one of the comics, it's been around for ages now, but one of the comics basically like laid out the statistics of how many people don't know about a thing that will then learn about it on any given day.
Yeah.
And it comes out to about like 10,000 people will learn about a new thing every day. So so instead of like berating someone or trying to gatekeep, like, oh, you don't know about this thing, just be like, wow, you just learned about it. You're one of today's lucky 10,000.
Wow.
That's awesome.
That rocks.
You're one of today's lucky 10,000.
Yes.
Hell
I
yeah.
love it. I'm going to buy a lottery ticket.
It occurred to me earlier while we were talking about like why thematically does Halloween Town make sense for it to be in Kingdom Hearts? And I think it's something about how Jack in his movie and also sort of in the game, but not as much, but thematically, like Jack is a character who looks outside of himself and goes, that's the thing that's better than the thing that I have. And Sora starts out more so as a foil to Riku, but in general of like, I live on this island and I want so desperately to leave it because all of the good things are out there, not here. But Sora doesn't believe that. Riku believes that.
I think Sora believes it because Riku believes it, but that doesn't mean Sora doesn't believe it.
Yeah, that's fair. And so the lesson at the end of it is, oh man, there's a bunch of stuff out there, but now more than ever, I just want to go home and I just want to be with my friends. And I think that is the lesson that Jack ultimately comes to, which is like, I went out there, I tasted something swell, but I ultimately want to take, it's like, I felt like my old self again.
Yeah, you returned home having changed.
Yeah.
That's Joe Campbell again. Man, he really popped off with that one.
He really ate with that
but
one,
like, yeah,
didn't he?
it's the fact that you return home with what you've learned from the outside.
Yeah.
That is the lesson of acceptance that Jack learns. That's the lesson that like Sora learns over the course of the first game and then spends the rest of the games kind of trying to like go back to a larger sense of equilibrium after the whole universe got tossed.
Yeah.
I think it also allows for nuance in the light versus darkness debate that Kingdom Hearts is having.
Absolutely.
That it's like, you know, Halloween Town in Kingdom Hearts 1, above all things, is like, darkness can be fun in small batches.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, even less than darkness, it's like goodness doesn't always take the shape you think it does.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
Because, like, they're good people. The Halloween Town people want no beef with anybody.
Yeah, just
they're
because it's
great.
always nighttime and they hang out with monsters doesn't mean they're not chill guys.
Exactly. In the
monsters
same
are
way,
chill.
on the Maleficent episode, you said simple and clean doesn't always mean good.
Yeah.
Like, just because something takes place at night doesn't mean it's darkness.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that's cool. And I also think that one of the other things that we've been tracking in our analysis is this messy transition from innocence to teenhood to adulthood.
Ooh.
And how in that process, everybody, not everybody, but most people, I would say, go through that phase where you want so intensely to reject all the things that you associated with being an innocent child. And I think being goth-y for a lot of people, it's like, it's not a phase, Mom. Like, it is a phase for a lot of people where it's like, I'm exploring what the bounds of
and
my...
that's okay.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. I'm exploring the bounds of my intensity. I'm exploring, like, what are the things that I'm not supposed to know about?
Yeah, like part of coming of age is prodding at societal taboos.
Yes.
And like Halloween Town is, from its inception, when compared to these other Disney movies, was countercultural.
100%. And it still is to, I'd say, a big degree.
And I feel like Sally is all of this that we're talking about as a character, like going from being so sheltered and fighting so hard to be out there and then coming back and being like, I can have my own life and have it be balanced in a different way. And as the patchwork character, that's what I view Kingdom Hearts as, is a patchwork game.
Absolutely.
Definitely true. You got it, man.
Yeah, it's dissonant. It's thematically all over the place. It's tonally inconsistent, but in that inconsistency, because like, here's the other thing too, is like when you put all the Disney movies next to each other, they don't all carry a consistent. That's the whole idea, right?
Yeah.
Is that like each world in and of itself, the world of each Disney film is distinctive and iconic. They spend days, weeks, months, years developing specific shape language and artistic styles. When you look at Tarzan, you know that's not Aurora. You know what I mean? Like when you look at Monsters, Inc., you know that's not Toy Story. There's a lot of time spent on creating these worlds that are self-contained and iconic in and of themselves. And when you put those next to each other, they're all welcome and they're all exciting, but they are different. Yeah, and that's the point.
The fun is in the dialectic between them, not the fact that they're all the same thing and you're all having fun with it.
And also, it's okay to like Disney. You know, it's okay to like things that you liked as a child. Once you move through the awkward transition from child to teen to adult, I think that like true maturity or true self-actualization comes in the idea. Like I've been seeing this trend go around on social media that's like 12-year-old me had it right, where they're like going back to the things that they liked when they were kids and reincorporating them into their adult life.
I can't relate to that at all.
Not even
surrounded by Legos. But it's okay to embrace childhood things and love them and not be ashamed of what they are.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Like How to Train Your Dragon, the original animated movie, How to Train Your Dragon, that is something that I will hold in my heart for the entire rest of my life.
It's so important. And animated film and films you watch in your formative years, I think, are the things that you carry with you forever. Yeah. And that's why it's important to put a premium and put the time and effort into telling stories that are thoughtful and impactful and are relatable regardless of the specific age you are when you watch them.
Oh, yeah.
You can come back to those movies and see the world in a different way. And it was always there because it was made by adults.
Yeah.
Like every kid movie you like was made by adults who've had the entire breadth of experience of childhood into adulthood.
Yeah.
And they want to just pay that forward and bring that back to a next generation. I think that's
They
awesome.
want to pay homage to their own experiences and introduce the concept of surviving it to the next generation.
Yeah. Tim Burton's original poem, from what I understand, because I watched an interview of him a long time ago, the reason why he wrote that poem was he was in a store, like a CVS or a Target, whatever equivalent it was, and it was Halloween day, and they were moving out the Halloween stuff and like putting in the Christmas stuff like that day.
I hate that.
And that was like the moment for him of like this transitional beat that we all have experienced.
Oh, yeah.
We've all been in a store on the day of the holiday that they've been berating you about for 2 months and then immediately moving into the next one with no... Because they can't, right? Because like in our society, we have to consistently look at the next tentpole, the next holiday, the next thing that you need to spend money against. That I think sometimes we forget to celebrate what the thing is that we're all like stressing out about constantly.
Yeah.
We're getting through the holidays. We're not like relishing in the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Nightmare Before Christmas is definitely a movie that relishes in the holidays.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
2 of them.
Two whole holidays.
Yeah.
So I urge you the next time you watch Nightmare Before Christmas to think about what it means to you and what it can say about the things you love, the things that you take for granted, the things that make you who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also play Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Those two things.
Deal.
Yeah, only those two things.
Yeah.
Nothing else.
Nothing else, only that.
Thank you so
Bex,
much.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me. I
We
had a blast.
have something called the Jiminy Journal.
Jiminy Journal.
Which is where we chronicle all of our adventures.
Yeah, in the video game, Jiminy Cricket is the chronicler of the adventure. He's
That
writing
tracks.
everything down in his Jiminy Journal, and
That
that's
makes
where
sense.
he writes down all of the information about the characters that you visit during the game. So if we were to fill out our Jiminy Journal entry on you, could you please tell us what you're doing and where people can find you.
Mm-hmm.
I am performing and producing The Wandering Path anywhere you get your podcasts. I am an absolute menace when it comes to everything else in my life. So if you want to find me on socials, Instagram is Bex_TK. Twitter, because I'm never calling it the other thing, is IbexWebex. And I have no idea where else you can try to find me. It's not as hard as it should be. Just don't follow me in person, please.
Don't. Hell yeah.
Thank you so much for being here and hanging out with us.
My pleasure.
Have
Thanks
a great
for having
time.
me. I love you.
Yeah, I love you.
It's fun.
This was a great time. And as always, to the listeners, may your heart be your guiding key.
Gay.